Action!
So, I've been looking for an apartment for a long time now, and I've been getting different excuses as to why house owners can't rent out their apartment to me, from tribe to my religion, but usually I would shake those things off. But one experience that stuck with me was the landlady said she didn't want a single lady.
Next thing, the landlady told me that I have to be a married woman to get that apartment. And my husband wasn't even in the country. Yeah, I'm a married woman, but he was not in the country. Am I supposed to rent a husband to rent an apartment?
It doesn't have to be so. Every time I go out with a male friend and I tip, people always assume it came from him. People always come back saying things like, oh, thank you, Oga. Oh, Oga, you are very great, or you're very good. But the tip came from me. Women can tip too. I tip.
So early last year, I got a remote job, and because of the remote nature of the job, we obviously don't get to see each other. So nobody knows you don't know your colleagues, and then people who are under you do not know their superior. And normally, I send out emails and I get fast responses because obviously, I'm the boss. And then we were having a Zoom meeting once and everybody turned on their camera and saw that the person who was issuing out commands and all is actually a female. People started being rude and giving feedback late. Why? Because I am a woman.
I was on a bus one day and there was a bit of some traffic, and there was this lady walking by the roadside. She was carrying cake. She was looking really pretty, you know, walking on her own, and then all of a sudden the guy in front of me on the bus started catcalling her, and I was shocked. And before I knew it, started hurling insults at her. Oh, look at you obviously don't come from a responsible home. Why is your hair colored pink? And I was really upset, like, what's your business? I didn't know how to respond, so what I just did was I started speaking loudly at her. Oh, you look beautiful, don't listen to him, you're good, he's got nothing on you and all. And then before I knew it, he turned to me and started hurling insults back at me. And there were other guys on the bus, and it was just me. I was the only lady, and then the driver was a woman, and all she was doing was laughing.
So much for women supporting women.
I've often been invited on business lunches by female colleagues where they are the ones going to pay the bill. But every single time the waiter comes, drops the bill in front of me and says, here you go, sir. And I'm like, why do you think I'm the one paying?
So my friends and I went out for a girls' night to hang out and all. So we ordered drinks and we sat and we were enjoying ourselves. And so this man walks up to us and says we should join his table with his group of friends, and we said no. He goes and he comes back again, and then the next thing he says is, so who's going to pay for all of this?
She's paying.
I think it's very ridiculous that you think that women cannot pay for their drinks.
Women can pay the bills too.
I went to this fancy restaurant, and on getting there, the man at the door asked me to step aside. I asked why, and he said because I wasn't a man. It was my birthday that day, so you could imagine how upset I was. So there was this time I went to the nightclub just to have fun. I wasn't allowed in. It wasn't because I was a girl and I wasn't accompanied by a guy.
So I boarded the bus one day and there was a lady sitting in front. After a while, a man came in and asked her, sister, can you move inside? And the woman refused. So the man was like, you know, girls bound for us, no respect, until move inside. And it was such an awkward statement to hear. And I asked the man, why would you say such thing? At the end of the day, the man took the seat inside, the lady sat where she wanted to sit.
I was at the park where the Agberos refused to help a female driver get passengers into a bus when it was at on. I felt that was ridiculous, so I got off the bus and helped her get passengers. I feel women should have equal opportunities in society regardless of their profession.
I do not think anybody should think less of me because I am a woman. Women can lead too, and effectively so.
I don't have to be with a guy for me to have fun. We are allowed to go wherever we want, and we don't have to be accompanied by anybody.
I am a woman, and I wouldn't let another woman stop my shine.
Men do not have to be quiet in the face of bias. Today, I choose to break the bias.
Today, I choose to break the bias.
Today, I am choosing to break the bias.
Today, I choose to break the bias.
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 Break the bias.